Hey guys, Gemma from ASD Rocks. So we had a massive day yesterday, obviously, where the car was broken into. I didn't tell Bo about it because I knew that the anxiety would just be way too much for him. But as you saw, the police came. Just to give you an idea. It wasn't in a great state. All this stuff still needs to go back in the two areas it came from. Everything was just all out, all over the car. Actually, the car's got a bit of a smell to it now. Gross. But the police came, and when the police turned up, of course, I couldn't avoid telling Bo about it because there were two forensic police at the door and they had the full forensics kit, and with Bo being so interested in forensics, it was just the most amazing opportunity. And I looked at it like that. Lots of stuff was stolen from the car. Quite a lot of money's worth of stuff was taken from the car. And I called we had, the full report and everything. And with AAMI, I called them. I've got through about, quite a few policies with them. And turns out, which I didn't know. Now, I've been with AAMI since I must be 18, since I got my first car. And I guess when you're 18 and they tell you that, they'll cover $1,000 worth of personal items, or they use terms like theft, fire, damage, first, everything like that, you think maybe $1,000 worth of personal items is a lot. But what isn't a personal item? Because they don't cover anything work related. You'd have to have a work policy for that. And they don't cover anything. They only cover up to $1,000 of personal items. But they will not cover that $1,000 worth of personal items unless the car is damaged or stolen when the theft occurs. So, I don't really understand what it is I've been paying for 30 odd years for. And I have to say, car insurance, it's not cheap. Like, it's super not cheap. Now, technically, my registration covers third party, which means if I have an accident, I'm uninsured, but it covers them, right? And from what I spoke to, and don't get me wrong, the woman on the phone was absolutely lovely. But I'm feeling really ripped off here with this whole sort of trying to work out, like, what have I been paying for? If I've had a fully comprehensive, oh God, I don't know whether I'm supposed to pick Bo up from here. I suppose he has to come through there to get out early. Sorry. If I'm paying for a fully comprehensive car insurance policy, then really all I'm paying for is if I have a write-off of my own car and damage someone else's car. Because apparently the theft, like having my entire car raped and having had around about, quite a few $1,000s worth of things taken out of the car. And I don't understand if they won't cover anything personal, but they won't cover anything like personal property, and then business stuff are separated. So they're only covering that up to $1,000. No business stuff, only personal stuff, and the personal stuff is only up to $1,000, and the excess is $650. But they will only cover that $1,000 if the car is damaged, as in if the windscreen was smashed. So if they break in, you get nada. And that's the Suncorp group. Because I said to her, I'm blown away, because I've got quite a number of policies and have had quite a number of policies, and I've always been with the Suncorp group from when I was 16. And I guess, we're all a bit set and forget. Having a kid with autism, I probably wasn't on top of like checking out my car insurance policy. And I think when I was 16, the idea of $1,000 when I took out the policy was like, wow, $1,000. Little did I know having a child with autism would cost me $1,000 like a day for all of the therapies. So I'm feeling really ripped off, because I feel I'm constantly doing the right thing for everyone else. I'm contributing to a society that I live in, and I'm looking after people who can't look after themselves and helping people who need it. And I'm not feeling like much of that is coming back to me, when in truth I actually am paying for that service. This shouldn't be too hard, should it? Shouldn't be too hard to just get the things covered that were stolen under the policy that I've now paid for 30 years of my life, and easily paid 10 times the amount, while I pack up my car and put away the stuff that these guys had the police out, did everything right. And now I have to get myself under control so that Bo doesn't see me upset. I think they even took tissues.